חדש בקרבי לב טהור ברא לי אלוהים ורוח נכון חדש בקרבי לב טהור ברא לי אלוהים ורוח נכון חדש בקרבי חדש בקרבי אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני אותה בקש אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני אותה בקש שבתי בבית אדוני כל ימי חיי לחזות בנועם בנועם אדוני ולבקר בהיכלות שבתי בבית אדוני כל ימי חיי לחזות בנועם בנועם אדוני ולבקר בהיכלות God is my light, whom shall I fear? Don't be afraid, seek my face, don't turn away, wait, just wait, wait for me. Teach me your way. אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני אותה בקש אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני אותה בקש שבתי בבית אדוני כל ימי חיי לחזות בנועם בנועם אדוני ולבקר בהיכלות.
Welcome to Ivrim Jews Without Borders. I'm Rabbi Elyssa. This is Steve and Joe. Thank you for praying with us this morning on this Yom Kippur day. Yom Kippur is very much about the life cycle. It is called Shabbat Shabbaton, the Great Sabbath. And on Shabbat, we have the opportunity to take a breath. Each Shabbat, we have the moment to reflect on our week. This is the greatest of Shabbats because it is the breath that we take in the midst of our entire lives. It is a day each year when we reflect and we see, are we living in the way that we want to be living? Are we connecting with God? Are we connecting with ourselves? Are we connecting with others? And so we take that breath, that deep breath, acknowledging that we live and we die. Our lives are like a passing shadow. And this is why Yom Kippur is solemn, because we stare death in the face. We recognize that our lives are only a moment. But Yom Kippur is also joyful. It is joyful because after checking in, after reconnecting, we can go back to our lives. We can go back to living, and we can say, here are the changes that I need and I want to make. And we embrace those changes, and we embrace life again. And so together this morning, we embrace both of those two realities, life and death, as we sing joyfully together. We can bless. We can bless, we can bless. I am a blessing. We can bless, we can bless. Baruch. We can bless, we can bless. I am a blessing. We can bless, we can bless. Baruch. We can bless, we can bless. I am a blessing. We can bless, we can bless. Baruch. Et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. Hapoteach lanu sharei rachamim umeir einai hamechakim leslichato or chadash al Zion. Atavaya Yotze we recognize and feel God's love penetrating wherever we are, through screens, through time and place. If we are open to feeling God's embrace, we gather together the four corners of our talit, our tzitzit, as we embrace ourselves with God, the everlasting love. Ahava Rabbah. Ahava Rabbah. Ahava Rabbah. Ahavtanu Adonai Eloheinu. Ahava Rabbah. Ahava Rabbah. Ahavtanu Adonai Eloheinu. Ahava Rabbah. Ahava Rabbah. Ahavtanu Adonai Eloheinu. We open our minds and our hearts to God's oneness with the words of the Shema that call out to each other, God is one. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. We return those words of love that God has given to us. We return them back to God, that we too shall love, and we shall teach these words of love, these actions of love to our children as well. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech u'shochvecha uvkumecha u'kshartam lehot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. Adonai Elohechem Emet. God is the God of truth. This is true. And we're supposed to feel this connection, especially on this day, that it is true that there is God, and it is true that God is one. Adonai, 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 Adonai Elohechem Emet. Adonai, 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 Adonai Elohechem Emet, 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 Emet. Adonai, 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 Adonai Elohechem Emet. Oh, we love you, Holy One. You give us strength from above. You are the one for us. You are the one. Oh, we love you, Holy One. You give us strength from above. You are the one for us. You are the one. Adonai, 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 Adonai Elohechem
Memet. Adonai, 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 Adonai Elohechem Memet. We let that truth resound within ourselves as we turn to the Micha Mocha, these words that were said as we looked out across the sea of possibility. We're about to cross into freedom, and we have to be in that free place to be able to open our hearts truly with words of prayer, to look inside and be honest with ourselves first, and then to be honest with God. And those are the words of the Micha Mocha. There is no one else like God who can open up our hearts in this way. Yai na nai 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 yai na nai 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 yai na nai 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 yai nai na nai 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 yai nai nai Micha Mocha bailim Adonai Micha Mocha nedar b'kodesh Norah tehilot osef elef Yai na nai 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 na nai 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 Yai na nai 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 Yai nai 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 Yai nai 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 Baruch ata Adonai Gal Yisrael. The Amidah, the standing prayer, I invite you to find within yourself a place of standing. It doesn't mean that your body has to rise, but it means that you're lifting the crown of your head up to heaven. It means that you're allowing all of your hopes, your dreams, your desires to stretch up and out, that you can find them inside, that you can find words to communicate them to the Holy One. We begin with the words of our ancestors, these ancient words that connect us from one generation to the next. And then we find our own words, the words that are in each one of us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Elohei Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chasei Avot V'Imahot Umevi Goel Livnei V'Neihem Leman Shemo Be'Ahava. Inspired by the sages and guided by traditions of the ages, I open my mouth in prayer and supplication before the majesty of the universe, the guide of all. Zochreinu lechaim, melech hafetz b'chaim, v'chatveinu b'sefer hachayim, lemancha Elohim chayim, melech ozer fokedu Moshiach u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham ufoked Sarah. Atah gibor leolam Adonai, mechayei metim atah rav lehoshia, mechalkel chayim v'chesed, mechayei metim berachamim rabim. Somech noflim v'rof v'cholim, umatir asurim, Yeshua, mi chamocha el harachamim, zocher yitzurav l'chaim berachamim, v'ne'eman ata l'hachayot metim, baruch ata Adonai, mechayei hametim.
כי ניקח אומר ביד היוצר, ברצותו מרחיב וברצותו מקצר, כן אנחנו בידך, חסד נוצר לברית הבית, ועל תבן ליצר. As clay in the hand of the potter, who thickens or thins it at will, so are we in your hand, O God of love. Recall your covenant, forgive our sin. כי הנה זכוכית מיד המזגג, ברצותו חוגג וברצותו ממוגג. הנה אנחנו בידך, מעביר זדון בשוגג לברית הבית, ועל תבן ליצר. As glass in the hand of the blower, who shapes or melts it at will, so are we in your hand, O gracious God. Recall your covenant, forgive our sin. כי הנה ככסף ביד הצורף, ברצותו משגשג וברצותו מצרף, כן אנחנו בידך, ממציא למזור טרף לברית הבית, ועל תבן ליצר. As silver in the hand of the smelter, who alloys or refines it at will, so are we in your hand, O healing God. Recall your covenant, forgive our sin. כי ניקח אומר ביד היוצר, ברצותו מרחיב וברצותו מקצר, כן אנחנו בידך, חסד נוצר לברית הבית, ועל תבן ליצר. לברית הבית, ועל תבן ליצר. לברית הבית, ומעל התפן, ועל התפן ליצר.
chaim, bracha v'shalom, ufarnasa tova, nizacher v'nikatev lefanecha, anachnu v'chol amecha beit Yisrael lechaim tovim u'leshalom u'leshalom u'leshalom. May we be remembered and inscribed in the book of life and blessing, of peace and all that we need, with peace and all that we need. May there be good life and harmony for all the world. May there be good life and harmony for all the world. We call God both Father and King, the personal, right here with us, the one who lives in our own house, our Father, and also our King, the one who feels at times so distant, but we know has a say in all of our lives. And that's the balance that we have over the High Holy Days as well, is that we know that on this day of Yom Kippur, God sits in judgment of us and also forgives us. God sits in judgment as the King, but God forgives us as our Father. And so we reach into ourselves to see how we too act in this way in the world. We have sovereignty in some times and places, and we should use our sovereignty for good, to judge people with favor. And at the same time, we also have that relationship of closeness with others in which we have the opportunity to extend forgiveness. So we're calling out to God, but we're also calling out to ourselves. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu Vanenu, Ki ein Banu Masim, Aseh Imanu, Tzedakah v'chesed. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu Vanenu, Ki ein Banu Masim, Aseh Imanu, Tzedakah v'chesed, Aseh Imanu, Tzedakah v'chesed, ve'hoshienu. We call out to God again, asking for God to hear our voice, for the divine presence, for the Spirit to be present with us in this moment of our life cycle. And we say, Shema, Shema, Kolenu, hear our voice, just like we sing the Shema to each other, that we should hear each other's voices and know that God is one. So we are asking God to hear us too, those big cavernous ears that we can imagine that God has, that can record and hear and inspect every detail of even our intonation, the sound that's deep inside of us, the sound in our heart, not just the sound that comes out of our mouths. Shema, Shema, Kolenu. Shema, Shema, Kolenu. Shema, Shema, Kolenu. Shema, 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 Kolenu. Listen to our voices, have compassion on us, renew us as in days of old. Shema, Shema, Kolenu. Shema, Shema, Kolenu. Shema, Shema, Kolenu. Shema, 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 Kolenu. So why? Why should God hear us? Because we are connected. God is our creator, and that connection cannot be broken. No matter how far we try to run away like Jonah does in the book of Jonah, no matter how we turn our backs, God is still right there over our shoulder, watching, smiling, helping us, wanting to see us succeed, wanting to see us return, to know our essence, to do the reflection and the hard work. And so we sing Ki Anu Amecha because we're reminding ourselves first and foremost, and then we're reminding God too, that there is this bond, and we describe it in one way after the next, all these different ways that we describe our bond, because it cannot be broken. Ki Anu Amecha Ve'ata Eloheinu Anu Vanecha Ve'ata Avinu Anu Avadecha Ve'ata Adonenu Anu Ke'alecha Ve'ata Chelkeinu Anu Nachalatecha Ve'ata Goraleinu Anu Tzonecha Ve'ata Ro'enu Anu Karmecha Ve'ata Notreinu Anu Feulatecha Ve'ata Yotzreinu Yanai nai 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 yanai nai 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 Yai nai 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 yanai nai 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 yanai nai 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 yanai nai 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 Yai nai 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 yanai nai 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 yanai nai nai Yai nai 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 Yai nai 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 ya na 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 nai anu rayatecha ve'ata dodenu anu segulatecha ve'ata kerovenu anu amecha ve'ata malkeinu anu mamirecha ve'ata mamireinu. We turn to confess. As a community, we do this not just as individuals, but we recognize that we are part of a network. We're part of a fabric of what happens everywhere. That it's not just what we do ourselves, but what is our neighbor doing? Not that we can correct our neighbor, but that we have some responsibility for what our neighbor is also doing. We're not just responsible for ourselves. We have a broader responsibility. May our prayer be worthy of ancestors' faith. Let our prayer enter the presence of the sacred and not be ignored. We are not so obstinate and stubborn as to say we are righteous and have done no wrong. Indeed, we have done wrong. We have sinned. We have missed the mark. And we put our hand on our heart as we beat our chest. It is not for hurt, but it is for opening up what's inside to truly see. Ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na. Ashamnu, Magadnu, Gazalnu, Dibarnu Dofi, Hevinu, Behirshanu, Zadnu, Hamasnu, Tafalnu Sheker. Ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na. Yatsnu Ra, Kizavnu, Latsnu, Maradnu, Nihatsnu, Sararnu, Avinu, Pashanu, Sararnu, Kishinu Oref. Ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na. Rashanu, Shichatnu, Tihavnu, Tainu, Titanu. Ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na. And we console ourselves with an open hand, knowing that tomorrow we get to make different choices. Every day we get to choose how we behave and what we do and how we act. And that is a promise that God gives us when we wake up in the morning, that we're able to make new choices each and every day. For all the wrongs, God of forgiveness, pardon us, forgive us, grant us atonement. selach lanu, mecha lanu, kaper lanu. For not listening well to the concerns of others, for not spending more time with our family, for neglecting our health, for worshiping money, for ignoring the problems in our society, for taking Israel for granted, for not acknowledging the human rights of others, for forgiving in Jews what we condemn in others, for forgiving others what we condemn in Jews, for not addressing injustice, for turning away from the plight of the hungry, for turning away from victims of oppression, for tolerating discrimination towards any group, for dismissing the disenfranchised, for failing to protect animal life, for polluting our earth, for not making time for study and reflection. Ve'al kulam Eloah selichot, selach lanu mecha lanu, kaper lanu. Ve'al kulam Eloah selichot, selach lanu mecha lanu, selach lanu mecha lanu, kaper lanu.
לא תקלל חרש ולפני עיוור, לא תיתן מכשול, ויראת מאלוהיך אני אדוני. לא תעשו עוול במשפט, לא תישא פני דל ולא תדר פני גדול, בצדק תשפוט עמיתך. לא תלך רכיל בעמך, לא תעמוד על דם רעך, אני אדוני. לא תשנא את אחיך בלבבך, הוכח תוכיח את עמיתך, ולא תישא עליו חטא. לא תיקום ולא תיטור את בני עמך, ואהבת לרעך כמוך, אני אדוני. מי שברך אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, שרה, רבקה, רחל ולאה, הוא יברך וירפא את החולים.
And so at this time, our lives are in balance. On Rosh Hashanah, it is written, and on Yom Kippur, it is sealed. And who by fire, who by water, who in the sunshine, who in the nighttime, who by high ordeal, who by common trial, who in your merry, merry month of May, who by very slow decay, and who shall I say is calling the Rosh Hashanah Yikatevun of Yom Kippur, of Yom Kippur Yechatemun the Rosh Hashanah Yikatevun of Yom Kippur, of Yom Kippur Yechatemun, and who in her lowly slip, who by barbiturate, who in these realms of love, who by something blunt, who by avalanche, who by powder, who for his greed, who for his hunger, and who shall I say is calling
Rosh Hashanah Yikatevun of Yom Kippur Yechatemun Rosh Hashanah Yikatevun of Yom Kippur Yechatemun. And who by brave ascent, who by accident, who in solitude, who in this mirror, who by his lady's command, who by his own hand, who in mortal chains, who in power, and who shall I say is calling the Rosh Hashanah Yikatevun of Yom Kippur Yechatemun the Rosh Hashanah Yikatevun of Yom Kippur Yechatemun. Ki anu amecha ve'ata Eloheinu, anu v'anecha ve'ata avinu, anu avadecha ve'ata Adoneinu, anu keholecha ve'ata chelkeinu, anu nachalatecha ve'ata goraleinu, anu tzonecha ve'ata roeinu, anu charmecha ve'ata notreinu, anu ve'ulatecha ve'ata yotreinu, anu rayatecha ve'ata dodeinu, anu segulatecha ve'ata keroveinu,
Create a pure heart in me, Great Spirit. Create a pure heart in me. Create a pure heart in me, Great Spirit. Create a pure heart in me, and renew a true soul within me. Renew a true soul within, and renew a true soul within me. Renew a true soul within. Create a pure heart in me, Great Spirit. Create a pure heart in me. Create a pure heart in me, Great Spirit. Create a pure heart in me, and renew a true soul within me. Renew a true soul within, and renew a true soul within me. Renew a true soul within. May I, may you, may we find God's blessings. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well, healthy, and strong. May I be safe and protected. May I be peaceful and calm. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well, healthy, and strong. May you be safe and protected. May you be peaceful and calm. Tivarchenu ya Shechina v'tishmereinu. Ta'er Shechina pana eleinu v'tichuneinu. Tisan Shechina pana eleinu v'tasem lanu, v'tasem lanu shalom. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well, healthy, and strong. May we be safe and protected. May we be peaceful and calm.
Thank you so much for joining us these High Holy Days. Shana Tova. I'm Rabbi Elyssa Austerklein, founding director of Ivrim Jews Without Borders. I hope that your heart has been uplifted many times throughout these High Holy Days, and that you've moved from where you were to the place that you want to be. Ivrim Jews Without Borders is about personal spiritual growth. And over the course of the year, we have many opportunities to connect with yourself and with the Holy One. One of our signature programs is Unwind into Weekend, which happens 2 Friday evenings a month from 5 to 5:30 as you're cooking or driving home or getting ready to move into Shabbat or your weekend. You can tune in over Zoom in order to have some reflection, some look at the Parsha, the weekly reading,
and singing to boot. There are also many opportunities for Torah study over the course of the year. Upcoming in October, we're going to be starting a new series, Birds of the Bible. And there will also be concerts and collaborations as the year continues. Ivrim Jews Without Borders is run entirely on donations. So anything that you're able to do to open your heart and your hand to give a donation, no matter how small or how big, is so important for us to continue bringing a loving and inspiring Judaism to you and to the world. Thank you again, and Shana Tova Umetuka, may you have a sweet new year, and may you be inscribed in the book of life.